Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. Manchester United has managed to secure a point. None other than, I think, two players today definitely. David De Gea and the GOAT, as you can see behind me, the side, Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, it's just what he does. It's just what he does. The best thing about that goal was, I think, just after Chelsea scored, the camera, I don't know if it was the same footage on everyone's channel, but definitely for me and Maloto, the camera cut to Ronaldo's face, and Ronaldo looked so done at this club. He was just like, what must I do? What more must I do? And then, literally a minute later, he goes and does that, an absolutely ridiculous goal, and then we managed to secure a point. I think Ronaldo and some players, they definitely showed something at least today. Something. Obviously, there was a Glazers out protest today. Lots of empty seats. Glazers out banner at the tunnel. So fans they're showing their frustrations, and we should, rightfully so, we should. I think players like Marcus Rashford, oh my god, needs to get sold. Marcus Rashford needs to get sold for sure. But other than that, we will discuss everything else. So do smash like on the video. Do subscribe if you are new, Mr. Maloto. Initial thoughts on that game?
Yeah, and I'll start with the good. I'll talk about Ronaldo. I think, what? People who've been criticizing him, they're taking the L. It's been quiet.
But they always, when don't they take an L when you criticize Cristiano Ronaldo?
They're taking the L. Months were out there, he's finished. He's scoring here and there, but he's coming to the end. Oh, he's shutting them up at the moment. And he's doing it regardless of this crap team, That's what I love about it, And he's going to reach 20 goals, and this is a bad season. That's Ronaldo standards for you, But, yeah, Ronaldo, Ten Hag can't even think twice about keeping Ronaldo, As a leader and leading the forefront, having a good preseason and just being there to score the goals. I think it can do wonders for us next season, So, yeah, I'm really happy with the Ronaldo signing. It's been the only positive we've had, At least we get to watch Ronaldo.
It's a blessing.
Not many players,
it's a blessing.
City fans might say win titles, but the thing is, they'll never get the joy of Ronaldo scoring, and he runs up, and the whole City stadium goes, "See?" They'll never get that. That's ours. It'll be our trophy, So yeah, I'm happy with Ronaldo. Yes, that sounds very depressing, guys.
It is very depressing.
But in terms of United, at least it wasn't 5.
Yeah, for once at least.
On the positives. And we got a point. It means Jack at this point in time, but we got a point. But yeah, you know what? It was more Chelsea being disappointing than us playing well, to be honest, today.
I think so.
Because Chelsea had so many chances. There's so many chances to bury this, and that's just Chelsea for you this season. They seem like I think 2/3 of the pitch they're really brilliant. Maybe defensively nowadays not as good as they used to be, but final third they're just not there consistently. So it's Chelsea. They should have. Liverpool have put 4 passes in that first half, and yeah, Chelsea wasted those chances. And I kind of feel like this United team's like that, Unlike Ole's United team, maybe the only positive thing about Ole's United team towards the end is that this ability to come back and still believe that they can win games. With this United team, it seems like for them to at least have a decent game, the team doesn't score early and just get them off their game, At least they can put on an okay show, Because I bet you now, if Chelsea had scored in the 10th minutes, they would have run rampant, But because Chelsea didn't do that, we managed to grind out the point, But from our point of view, I think what's his name again? I'm forgetting his name. One of the pundits. He played for Liverpool United. You don't like him.
Michael Owen.
Yeah, Michael Owen. I think he put it properly when he was analysing United. He said it's weird because it seems like we are trying to put all the men behind the ball at times, but we are still taking L's, we're still conceding goals, we're still very weak when it comes to the wing backs. And then, but going forward, it looks like we're scared to attack. That's what he said. It looks like we're scared to actually press them. It looks like we're scared to actually try to win the ball on the counter press and actually hold the ball and make something happen, And I don't know why, And we're very reactive as a club, It's like they have to go down 1-0. For them to say, okay, let's try put pressure, because yes, we didn't put much pressure after we went down 1-0, but we did something that led to Ronaldo scoring, So, yeah, the usual problems, It just seems like they're confusing the pitch.
Can't really fix it though. No, you can't fix it now. I think it's just damage control till the end of the season.
It's really worrying. It's worrying for Ten Hag because as the manager kept saying, as the commentator kept saying, he has a big job, because Raul's been here since December, and that's the result? That is shocking, honestly. So yeah, but I guess we can't worry too much about it because at this point in time, let the season just end. If we could sim it, we would. But so people though, but I don't know. We played a game.
Yeah, I think we played okay. I think Chelsea were very disappointing. I think they were still the better team. Don't get me wrong. Very disappointing. As soon
Yeah,
as
definitely.
Lukaku came on, they did us a favor because that was just a shocking substitution. And I think that, like, in terms of our players, let's just go run it by player. He was fantastic. Do you agree, Malotu? Would you say There was fantastic?
Yeah, no, no. I think he
Mm.
saved us a couple of times. He looked really good, especially in the first half. So I was really happy with the Hair's performance.
Yeah,
Showing Ten Hag that he might want a ball playing goalkeeper, but you know what, no one can save them like I can.
sure.
So I thought they had it well. If I give him a rating, I'll give him a 7, I guess.
Alright, fair enough. Then I think Tellers, he wasn't fantastic, but I thought playing on Rashford's side, it don't really help you, does it, Tellers? It don't really help you. But I thought he was better than the last game. Still think there's much more that Tellers could do, but it's okay. It was okay today. Then I think Varane, Lindelof, they were fine. Lindelof positioning for the one, what is it? The Havertz chance. Shocking. His positioning was shocking, and I think Delo, I didn't really get to much to see Delo. I didn't really see Delo doing much because they were just coming on the Tellers and Rashford side because Rashford don't track back. Rashford doesn't do anything. Tellers gets 2v1 and it's game over then. So the defense overall, we got away with it, but it's not fantastic, is it? And in terms of the defensive wise, I think it's more to do with Marcus Rashford not coming back and tracking back. There was a point where Ronaldo was coming and playing left wing and tracking back, and I was like, Marcus Rashford, are you not ashamed? How can Ilanga keep, Alonso fairly quiet the whole game, and you're getting a 37-year-old Ronaldo coming back to track for you? What's going on, Rashford? Don't you love this club? Aren't you man born and bred? And this is what you're giving us. So personally, I'm done with Rashford. I've always had my doubts about Marcus Rashford, and I'm done with him. I'm so done with Marcus Rashford, Maloto. And I don't know what do you do with Marcus Rashford at this point? Huh? What would you do if you were in this situation? What would you do?
I don't know. Maybe it's the soft spot of him being a Manchester boy.
I've got no soft spots for no one anymore. I've got no soft spots for no one.
So that's the treasure. I feel like there's still. We should give him a chance to prove himself on the Ten Hag because I feel like he's young. He's shown us in the past.
He's not young though. He's not really that young. He's gonna
He's
be
relatively young.
he's not relatively young. This is supposed to be his prime years now, and he's
He's
dusted.
on the Ten Hag.
He's 24.
He can
He's turning 25 this year. He's washed. Rashford's washed.
The thing is, I've just seen. So some things I've seen Marcus Rashford do in the past are just so good that I'm willing to give him a chance. I've seen him, finish players, putting 3 players on the floor and scoring a worldie. I've seen things like that. So I'm willing to give Ten Hag a chance to kind of give him a football brain, And he has the legs to track back. Nothing going on with him, But yeah, a lot needs to improve with Marcus Rashford, and he did expose Telles today. But Telles can go back to Porto. Oh my word, I'm so down with Telles. Telles is a not rubbish football. He's just not Manchester United level, or at least where we want to be as.
I think there's lots of players who are on Manchester United level, and I include Rashford on that list. He's not Manchester United level. He's just not Rashford. Matic again. Matic, he's at the end of his career now, but he still shows how much better he is than everyone else in that midfield. And we have Bruno in there, and we have Scott McTominay in there. Matic had double the amount of passes as Scott McTominay today. Double.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Bruno Fernandes, he's got no composure. He just gives away the ball every single time he gets it. And he was in the captain's armband. It's very frustrating at the moment. And then Ilanga, what you're going to do? He's not the best, but he listens. That's about it. He just does the basics. And that's the only reason he's in this team at the moment. And we got no one else better. That's how low the bar is at Manchester United at the moment.
I think with Rashford, the jury's probably out of him being a world-class player, because world-class players are consistent and at least can give something. Even let's say you're playing on a manager you don't really like, He clearly was buddy with Ole, and Ole as much as he didn't really pass the ball when he needed to, he still got the goals, for the longest of times. So the fact that he's under a regime that he doesn't like and he switches off completely and he just looks like he's non-existent, I think that just shows that he's not the caliber that we thought he could be, which is a shame. But I think he can still be a decent bench player who scores goals from time to time. I'm not gonna give up on him. I think there's still a chance that Ten Hag could revive him. And yeah, Bruno must watch out because I feel like we're getting a manager who likes structure more than anything. Who wants to play in a very structured way. The team comes first, and Bruno, it seems like he's not really a team player from time to time. Yes, we get that under Ole it was your responsibility to make things happen, as he said Ole told him, but sometimes for the betterment of the whole team, you need to work as a team. You just make the pass from time to time. Don't play the worldly ball. Don't lose the ball here and there. So you need to improve that side of his game because I think with Bruno, there's still a chance he could be a world class player. I think he could compete with the KDBs as much as people have ruled him out in that category. But I think that potential is there. So yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. And Ilanga, he does the simple things right. So I was happy about him, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens at the Ten Hag. I really hope Bruno can fix it up because I love Bruno. I really do like Bruno. But like I said, I've got no shame this season. If I had to sell you all, I'd sell you all, and I wouldn't be moved unless your name is Cristiano Ronaldo. I ain't gonna be moved about it. Okay, I will not be moved.
Yes, I think it's one of the simple things that we can fix in this club.
Yeah, I think so as well. And I think the fans they've been showing it recently. I think it's just they finished. We all just deflated as United fans, and I think even before Ten Hag comes in, I don't think it's really going to change because I think we've all seen it all before. We've tried having new hope, we've tried believing, and now it's just like, we want results now. We want results, The time for belief and hope it's over. It's long gone. Okay, patience is thin. It is very thin at the moment at Manchester United. So
something about that is that we're gonna have to give Ten Hag time.
I think we will. But I'm telling you now, if Ten Hag starts playing Harry Maguire, the McFreds, and Marcus Rashford, and they're all not performing, I'm done. I have no patience. I got no time to waste in my life. I only get one life. I got no shame. I've got no shame. I won't lie to you. I've got no shame. So let's just see what happens. But you never say never. Never say never. As for Mr. Ralph today, I think everything Ralph could do at his POV, he did to his best. And let's just see what Ralph is happening. Because Malota, I don't know if you heard today, but it's like just breaking news before the game started, that Ralph Rangnick is going to probably accept to become the manager of Austria. It could be announced tomorrow, but he could do a dual job where he still can do that, and because it's an international job, he could probably still consult with Manchester United because it's not a full-time thing. Yeah.
Who's reporting this?
Everyone, Fabrizio, everyone has reported it. It's just Sky Sports, everyone has reported this. That when that came, I was like, this is how Austria, by the way. Ralph just came in for interim. You see out there doing it, and he's like, nah, I need something on the side. Nah, that's how Austria. That is how Austria.
It was too good to be true. We knew it was too good to be true. It's gonna be Fletcher consulting with Ten Hag. That's our reality. Oh my word. It's a bummer really because Ralph has somehow managed to keep the fan base on his side even with the horrible results.
Yeah.
So it really sucks because I think he was the hope. He's the hope that they won't screw Ten Hag over. So if he can do that, consult and still manage Austria, that'll be great. But yeah, it's a real blow.
Yeah,
before the season has even started.
Exactly. It's already like that's the thing for next season. Now it's like, again, something just goes wrong before next season starts, And there's a lot of things that are going to go wrong still, I'm not going to deny that, but it's just another one of those. It's like we don't have another footballing person in the club, but we'll have to see that tomorrow. We probably should get like a final decision for tomorrow from Mr. Ralph and stuff. So let's just see how that develops. Other than that, is there anything else you would like to mention about the game or heading forward? I think we play Brentford on Monday.
I don't know. Can we stem the season? Can we talk to someone? We'll give up the points or something. To be honest, at this point, I'd rather give up the points and not play in any European competition than play the Conference League. Wow.
I would love to ask Ten Hag what he'd prefer. I would love to ask Ten Hag, would you want Europa League football to win a trophy or something, or do you just want, you don't care?
Okay, I can imagine what we're going to do is basically play the youth till the last days.
I don't think he will though. I thought Ralph was going to play some youth players today, but he hasn't.
No, I mean in the Conference League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Ralph won't. He's gonna try finish the season because he said in his press conference or the second part that he feels like at this point it's about building the morale for next season, so we can't now be throwing in the towel.
And the towel was thrown in a long time ago. The towel was thrown in. So, let's just see what happens. But anyways, I enjoyed that show a lot more than I thought I did because United actually, well, I say United, Ronaldo and De Gea managed to get us a draw. So thank you to them as always. But other than that, thank you all for
Brilliant
watching.
finish from Ronaldo. Brilliant finish Brilliant finish from Ronaldo just before we stop.
Amazing. I think everything about it, even Matic's awareness just to dink it over, that touch and bang. I was just like, that's why he's the GOAT. That's as simple as why he's the GOAT. We won't see a play like that. It's ridiculous. And it just makes you think, if he did go to City, it'd probably be over. City would probably have the league, they would probably have the Golden Boot already.
I swear it's
the Champions League.
Points.
Ronaldo is the ultimate final piece of the puzzle, I mean, he does this at United. Nobody's going to do that. Which other player in the world is going to do what he's doing at United?
City strikers don't score 20.
Yeah, nobody. There's not many. There's only Salah who's scoring more goals than Ronaldo. So it just shows you. And I think there's a crazy stat saying that 22 out of his 23 goals or something like that have been either match winning to equalize or the first goal.
And it's not like Bruno.
So it's like important goals, Ronaldo scores important goals.
As much as we paraded Bruno around, Bruno did score a lot of penalties last season. It's not like that. He's scoring a lot of open play goals, which is amazing.
Yeah, exactly. He does. And remember, Salah is also a penalty taker. So remove Salah's penalties, all of a sudden we're having a different conversation, isn't it? So, but
it can happen, If we take the purse like in these last remaining games, we're not top goal scorer. When I hear the Liverpool fans, Salah Ballon d'Or, what?
I would love Ronaldo to somehow snub it, but it's asking for quite a bit from him in this United team. But anyways, I think that we've covered everything there is to cover. Ronaldo's the GOAT. De Gea is pretty good. The rest of the team is a shambles. Chelsea were poor. That's about it, really. Brentford is probably going to be the same, but probably actually at the same level because Chelsea didn't play to their best. So Brentford, if they play to the best, would be likely this type of performance. So some type of game coming up. Let's just see what happens. Obviously, we'll do the preview and all that stuff. So do smash like on the video, to subscribe if you are new. All of you have a good day, and we shall see you again very soon. Goodbye.